If I was playing football and I was running a pass pattern, you threw the ball, and some dude picked the ball up, and I went over like, hey, give me the ball. If he didn't give me the ball, to punch him in the fucking face. If you watched the game between the Suns and the Nuggets, this billionaire dude, he gets a basketball. I don't know the guy at all, but I know when a ball that bounces into your fucking hands that isn't yours, you give it back. It's just an easy rule. Simple rule to live by. But I guess if you have money, you go, I don't have to, right? I'm a billionaire, I own the team. Dude, nobody gives a shit if you don't. You're a fan. Ball went there. Jokic wanted the ball back, right? If you watch the NBA at all, they move quick. They want the ball because they want to go. Just give the ball back. But the best part of the whole deal is that Jokic's just trying to gather this, puts his elbow. He barely makes contact with the guy. I mean, the guy can't be that soft, right? The basketball goes out of bounds, and he flopped. Like the literal owner on national television flopped back into his seat like somebody punched him in the face. And I was like, dude, that was one of the weirdest and most pathetic things I've ever seen in my life. And then he makes a statement. He's like, yeah, I want to make sure, they shouldn't suspend him for that. Suspend him for what? Asking for the fucking basketball? You grabbing it like they'd ever give you a ball in any real game, and then you won't give it back to him, and then he's just trying to get it from fans because you're all keeping the ball from him and you're trying to impact the game, which is weird. Nobody cares, little man. It don't matter. You own a team or not. Give him the fucking ball back. How about this? If I went to the game tonight, any game, let's pick the next Suns Nuggets game. I go to the game, just me, owning nothing. Nobody cares. Nobody knows. I go to the game, and the ball bounces into my hands. Boom, I grab it. And then whoever reaches their hand out wants the ball. Kevin Durant wants it. I go, fuck, I ain't giving you the ball. My ball. I ain't giving you the ball, my ball. You think the NBA, first of all, security would have thrown me out on the spot because that's just weird. It's not baseball where they go through 200 baseballs in a game. You get a baseball, it's yours. You don't throw it back to him. You get it. If Jokic during the game went over into the stands and took this dude's, he took his cell phone, he took something that belonged to this dude, what would happen? Oh, it'd be he'd be the worst person ever. And it might be different. It was a different player. And that's true too. You never know, right? That might be different. It might be different public perception if it was a different player. I don't know. Maybe we'd have to find out. But I know that using me now, if Kevin Durant comes over and takes something from me, y'all would vilify him. But the ball ain't his. It's not yours. It's theirs. And again, I wouldn't even have brought it up until I saw this, and people are like, man, I'm glad he said that. He said what? Who do you think you are? First of all, the contact was like this. It was really pathetic. He was just trying to get some room and get the ball. And you jumped in the air like a fucking kindergarten little kid throwing a temper tantrum. It was uncomfortable to watch. And then the epitome of narcissism is, hey man, don't worry about it. I don't want y'all to suspend him. Suspend him for what? And in case you haven't watched in the NBA lately, they've started holding people accountable for the flopping and the fake bullshit. So maybe they should suspend your ass for stealing a ball and flopping. And you wonder why that divisiveness exists between player on, you continue to perpetuate it. Because I know what, if it was anywhere else, and again, I don't drink anymore, but if I was drinking and I was at a Nuggets game, or it doesn't even matter whose team was on, you grab the ball and wouldn't give it back, dude, I'd take it from you and throw it back. And if you try to pull it away from me, I'd punch you in the face and take it back. Because once that guy, once he got punched in the face, imagine punching him in the face. Holy shit, he would have faked dead. He would have faked dead, right? He acted like Jokic pushed him. By the way, if Jokic actually forearmed a dude, as tiny as that guy was, and as big, he would have ended up 3 rows deep. Imagine punching him in the face. God, you'd probably get 14 life sentences because he's the owner of a team. And again, it comes back to, why do you think you get special and preferential treatment? Because of who you are and what you have. Why? And why are the players, and what did Jokic say? They put their hands on me. I thought the NBA was supposed to protect you. And dude, the answer to that question is depends on who puts their hands on you, bro. It depends on who it is. They should have removed that dude from the game immediately. But I guess he owns a team, so who gets to remove him? Well, the NBA seems to be in charge of everything. But then again, as owners, you can do all kinds of shit you can't do as a player. Guys end careers over doing 1/100th of what the owners do, And that's like that. I guess that's life, and it's unfair, and it is until it's the way you treat people, So I guess we got owners flopping now and just acting like, I don't have a better word for it, man, but just looking like a little punk. Hold on to the ball because you think you can, but it's this, I can do what I want and there's no repercussions. I own the team. I'll hold on to the ball if I want. I know it's slowing down the game. I get to do that if I choose to. 100%. Fans run onto the court. They slowed, right? They get arrested, right? Tackled and arrested, right? And then they got a technical foul shot. So got Suns a point. I mean, Booker's like, hey, he did his job. I got a point, right? It was hard to watch. You know, I hope nobody close to you. I mean, you own the team, so maybe they did, but good Lord, dude, don't bump into that dude. Talk about having a glass chin and a glass chest, and that was awful to watch. And if they suspend anybody for that, then it continues to make this worse for players. But at some point in time, just because you rich doesn't mean you can act that way. You just get whacked in the mouth just like everybody else would have. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm way off base. I don't think I am. I won't change my mind. I love to hear your opinion, but this is crazy. Like, this is insane. And I don't like sit around all day long. I'm busy, like working and doing a bunch of other stuff and trying to put content out and then trying to run companies and do these other things. But like, nobody talks about it. Like, it's just like, dude, where world am I in? Who gets to do that? Like, where are we? Again, it transcends so many different levels to how players are perceived, what people in charge think they can do, and then the ultimate hypocrisy and narcissism of, I forgive you. You ever have somebody that, like, you didn't do nothing wrong and they fucked up and they're like, but I forgive you? Oh, thank you, oh holy one. You shouldn't suspend Jokic because you wouldn't give the ball back and you faked that he pushed you. Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Owner. We're so just like appreciative of you. Like, we even get to be in your presence. How'd you get to be so awesome? Just because you're a billionaire, bro, nobody gives a shit. But you be careful when you start talking like that. You better have the balls to back it up. I guess if you're protected the rest of your life, you don't have to. So I don't know, man. Let me know what your thoughts are on it. But it was bizarre to me to watch, listen to, hear about any of this stuff, man. It's mind-boggling that these guys go out there and lay it in a line and do the things they do, and people think they can act a certain way because the roles they have or the money they have. That's a sad place to be, dude. There's got to be accountability for your stupidity, just like mine, just like yours, like everybody else's. But let me know what you think. Comment, share, like, subscribe, send to somebody you think disagrees with me, agrees with me, whatever. I love the conversations. We should be able to have those conversations like big boys and big girls as well. And, you know, proverbially, literally, figuratively is the word, you know, getting punched in the face when we're talking. I don't have to agree with everybody, man, but that's my take on this thing, dude. And keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing, and eventually the people that are performing are going to push back, and y'all are not going to like it. So that's my thoughts on it.